Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh,
yeah. Every day, look at this. There we go. Look at the jib. Okay. Well, you know, let's just leave the jib in the shot. We're off to a great start. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. Have a seat. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Patty's House of Plants Employee of the Month, Kendall Mark, everyone.
Hi.
So, if you're wondering what I was doing, I wasn't talking on the phone. I thought it'd be cool because people like behind the scenes stuff. I put on my Instagram stories, and Addie will probably reshare it, what I see when I come out every day, which is fun. I mean, it's fun to come to work and people clap for you. So, I mean, it's cool.
It's fantastic.
So you can see it on my stories. Just search for Jason Matheson. How you doing?
I am very, very tired this morning. But I'm 2 cups of coffee in and I'm feeling fine.
Yeah. Kendall, look, audience, Kendall and I were out a little late last night.
School night.
For your benefit, we went to see the media night for Wicked, which is here in the Twin Cities. If you're in Seattle or Wisconsin,
You're all fired.
The cameras are all acting weird today. What is happening? Is the mini bar open in the control room already? Jiminy Christmas. Anyway, yeah, it's already. They're playing drinking games in the control room. Anyway, so we had the opening night of Wicked. So, by the way, speaking of Wicked, coming up on the show today, Alphaba and Glinda will be joining us. The 2 big stars. We'll give our review too. But it was really fun. It was a really fun night for a personal reason. Kendall got to meet my mom, the Dar.
Yes!
We brought, my mom has never met Kendall.
It was so fun. And she's just as sweet and beautiful in real life as you think she is.
My mom,
it's very true.
Look, my mom, hi Mom, I love you. My mom, my mom had me when she was young. My mom's really young. My mom's 6, she doesn't mind. It's always 20 years. My mom's 67. So my mom's really young. And when I was a kid, I always had the cool young mom. My mom listened to Madonna with me. Other moms are like, what's this Madonna? She's a heathen. What's going on? And my mom was like, let's go buy True Blue. You know what I mean? My mom was really awesome. We went to concerts together. She's still awesome. But as you guys know, and you've been so sweet, my mom has had a horrible couple years. And she's just now, you know what I mean? She's settled in Burnsville, in her neighborhood that I call Senior Citizen Knots Landing. You know what I mean? She said to me yesterday she doesn't get anything done because they're all out with their coffee cups gossiping and stuff in the neighborhood. It's like so Valine and Karen McKenzie. Anyway, so Knots Landing reference, drink. But my mom hasn't been able to just enjoy life, like simple things. And because she hasn't lived in the same town as I have for 26 years, I haven't been able to share with her all the cool stuff that comes as a result of this really goofy job. And now I get to. So we had a theater date night last night. It was really fun. So she loved it. She's never seen a show like that.
So cool.
Yeah. I grabbed her hand during Defying Gravity, which is just, it's the best end of Act 1 song ever. So when the witch rises, I grab my mom's hand. I'm like, here we go, here we go. Spoiler alert for a 30-year-old show, but I mean, yeah.
The witch flies.
The witch flies.
Weird.
The Titanic sinks, There are several lassies. I mean, I'm just going to spoil everything. What? I know the JVIP. I know. Executive producer Jeff getting a little high, a little quick. I know. Executive producer Jeff is in a great mood today. And I usually bust on him. I spend most of the show making little Jeff is delightful today. The boss is delightful today.
In his Hawaiian Friday shirt.
Well, I decided, we sometimes do
Aloha Friday.
We sometimes do Aloha Friday. Today I did Casual Sweater Friday. Jeff is right, though. We have a JVIP in the house. Say hi to Julie. Now I know I'm not going to act. Julie and I have been longtime Facebook friends. Julie, how you doing, girl?
I'm fabulous.
Now, Julie, to your right, you'll see that fabulous Becker Furniture World bookcase. I have good news for you. You get to take that home when you leave today.
It's a good thing I drive a minivan.
That's right. Oh, good, perfect. You can take the fake plant and everything. Julie's going to be sticking around throughout the show. Right now, though, let's get started. It is time for the hot dish. First up, at long last, the Beehive is buzzing this morning. Beyonce released her 7th studio album overnight. It's called Renaissance, and she dropped this teaser video as soon as the album became available. Look. Look at that. Can I just say, other than just being a musical icon, you gotta give it to B. She knows how to market her stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The video, the teaser video, dropping it at midnight, dropping surprise tracks over the years. She is a marketing genius. And yeah, I love that crystal horse. I would really like one for the set. I think, for season 8.
Mm-hmm. A crystal horse.
Yeah.
And you could get on in your bikini, too. You could just pose on your bikini.
Well, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think, I'll have a crystal horse, and then you have like a little mini pony horse.
Like a
and then
pony.
We just sit, and that's how we do the hot dish. We're sitting on our little horses.
Yeah, I could get like a My Little Pony replica.
Totally, absolutely.
So perfect.
This album is, by the way, described as a throwback dance album. My friend Holly Roberts, hi Holly, from the radio show, she listened to a couple tracks. She said it has like a kind of essence of 90s hip hop and dance club songs from the 90s.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I've
excited.
listened to it 3 times. The
You
whole
have?
album. Yes. I am part of the Beehive.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Don't you? Yeah. Did you hear executive producer Jeff throwing shade? Jeff
So
goes, don't
much
you have
shade.
work to do? Yeah.
I can multitask. I'm a woman. Hear me roar.
Okay, Helen Reddy. Anyway, this was Kendall this morning doing traffic. 35W is really backed up.
You
Next
can't break
track,
myself.
okay, Highway 100. Yeah, that's how you're multitasking today.
Seriously.
Next in the dish. Marrying J-Lo isn't the only good thing going on for Mr. Ben Affleck. Ben shocked the DC comic nerds yesterday. Nerds were fainting like those goats. They were like, what? What? It was revealed that Ben is coming back as Batman. Jason Momoa dropped the news on Instagram that Ben's going to come back as Bruce Wayne for the new Aquaman movie called The Last Kingdom. Now look, this is a surprise because Ben was like, girl, I'm done. I'm not going to play Batman anymore. I'm retired. The new Aquaman's going to will debut in March of 2023, and Ben is also going to appear in the new Flash movie coming out a few months after that. But did you hear, here's the real story though. Did you hear how it was leaked? It wasn't Jason Momoa. A Warner Brothers studio tour. The tram went by the lot and they're like, look, it's Ben, and it's like, some couple from Boise is like, spoiling a $400 million movie.
Stop it. I
love
had no
it.
idea.
Gotta love those tourists.
Oh.
Next in the dish, Netflix dropped the 2nd trailer for its upcoming Marilyn Monroe biopic. Y'all know this. I love Marilyn. When I was a teenager, my mom's smiling. I had a Marilyn Monroe collection. I know.
Make your own jokes.
You're gay? Anyway, this one's called Blonde. Look.
A kiss on the hand,
How'd you get your start?
maybe
What start?
In movies.
quite continental. Friends are a girl's best friend.
I guess I was discovered.
Men grow cold as girls,
I know you're supposed to get used to it,
and we all lose our charms in the end.
but I just can't.
Square cut or pear shaped, these
I've
rocks
played
don't lose
Marilyn Monroe, Marilyn Monroe, Marilyn Monroe.
friend.
I can't face doing another scene with Marilyn Monroe.
Jeff, am I on TV now? Come see the show live. It's a whole different experience. Blonde hits Netflix in September, and sorry, little kids, it's NC-17. Yeah. I don't now see that I don't like. I don't want to see Marilyn. I don't want to see like a lot of sex and
things.
nookie with her. I don't want to see that. I don't want. I know she was
Well,
a sexual being, but I don't.
That's because you're gay. You don't need to see her
Yeah.
naked. Other people might want to.
Okay, I gotta tell you, everybody but Ted and Aaron are fired. Everybody but Ted and Aaron are fired. And Addie. Everybody. The control room is obviously drinking. They're fired. Ted's leaving for a 2-week vacation, so he doesn't
don't.
care.
No.
Again, come see the show. It's a whole different experience. Anyway, I'm excited for the movie. It looks great. She looks good. You can tell it's Friday, can't you? We're going to take a break, friends. We'll be back right after this.
We're just getting started. Coming up next, it is quite literally the hottest ticket in town. One of the biggest Broadway hits ever, Wicked, is here, or it's coming to a city near you. I saw it last night, and I'll have my review. Plus, we're talking to the stars, Elphaba and Galinda. Plus, he is a radio icon. Bobby Bones will be joining us live to talk about his new reality show featuring a Minnesota reality show legend. And I'm going into our studio audience where anything can happen. That and more when we come back.
Welcome back. Billy Porter was on Fallon last night. He's on a mission to become friends with J-Lo. You know, celebrities, they don't all know each other. Remember, Letterman wanted to get Oprah on his show. You know, it's a mission. It's our late night rewind.
I want to ask you about this because this is, I was kind of exciting. I like to be kind of a matchmaker here on the show. I heard that you and J-Lo are, you're on a mission to become best friends with J-Lo. And I want to be able, I want to help this, push this forward.
Okay.
You want to be besties with J-Lo. We all do.
We can push it forward. She called me, she reached out to me to introduce her for her iHeartRadio.
Oh, yeah,
they
she
were
got
giving
honored.
her a big award. They were honoring her.
I actually saw this.
Yes.
You did a great job.
You know, I did that for her because, I mean, she's J-Lo. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
J-Lo calls, you answer.
Always.
And so I called and we met and we hung out and then she invited me to dinner afterwards and Ben was there and I was like, oh shoot, can we be friends? And they said, yes, we can be friends. So,
Any projects coming up with Jennifer?
not yet, but I'm trying.
All right, here we go. Jennifer.
I'm trying, girl. You
Yeah.
got that script, honey. Read her after your honeymoon.
We all need a mission. Again, we've had goals. We've tried to beg and plead people to try to come on our show, you know. Yeah, not so much J-Lo, but
Just kidding.
Oprah, Katie Couric, you know, I've driven her crazy over the years.
He's only said it 75,000 times.
Yeah, only. That's fine, though. You're a little salty today, too. Everybody's a little...
2 cups of coffee, 2 hours of sleep. Let's go, mama.
Oh,
Don't. Keep all your thoughts.
do I call you out?
No,
Do I call you out?
right now.
Do I call you out right now?
Jason, I'm divorcing you.
You open the door and I'm walking in. Oh. So it has nothing to do with the 3 double wines I saw you drink last night.
Excuse me, it was 2 double wines and then just a straight like rye on the rocks. That was a bad idea.
Yeah. And by the way, to add to this already wonderful Friday, by the way, crew, the teleprompter is out in this camera. So watch this. I'm gonna read the intro from this. You ready? Hey guys, it's time for a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Give it up for Jacob from TMZ. I'm sorry. We literally have an engineer looking right into the camera as I'm doing this. Okay.
I was going to say, I'm also on the 2 cups of coffee, 2 hours of sleep diet right now. So that makes 3 of us, right? Yeah.
Yes. I mentioned the Beyonce release overnight. There's drama? What's happening with it?
There's always got to be drama, Jason. And of course, it's going to come when Beyonce has released her first studio album in 6 years. Renaissance is out, but yesterday it leaked. And this drove the Beehive insane. That is Beyonce's fans. But it also drove Khalees insane. She was very upset because one of her most famous songs, Get Along With You, is sampled on Beyonce's song Energy. But Khalees took to the comment section yesterday when it was discovered that all these songs were leaking and that her Get Along With You was going to be a part of Beyonce's album. She said she was left completely in the dark about this and that Beyonce essentially robbed her of using her music without her permission. This was something that I was very surprised by because the single on this album was Break My Soul, which samples Robin S. And I spoke with Robin S. a little bit ago, and she said after that song came out, her streams were up. She was getting all these new opportunities in terms of ads that wanted to use the song, and so on. So I was surprised that Khalees was so upset by this because Robin has certainly been redeeming the benefits.
Absolutely. Okay, so this next story I thought was done. Like I thought we were done. I thought it was wrapped up in a beautiful bow. The Candace Cameron Bure and JoJo Siwa story.
Well, it sounds like some people are filled into what's going on. But for those who aren't, JoJo Siwa essentially said that Candace Cameron Bure was the rudest celebrity she's ever met. And this happened a while ago at a Fuller House premiere when back in the day, I guess JoJo wanted a photo with Cameron, Candace, and Candace said no. And with that, she kind of blasted Candace on TikTok. And one of the people who aren't taking too kindly to this are Natasha Bure, Candace's daughter, who's 23 years old, and took on now a deleted Instagram to call out JoJo and say, listen, JoJo, this isn't a rough experience. This is what's the matter with this generation, is that everyone's kind of too soft and needs to get a stronger backbone. I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but that's the gist of what she was saying. And I thought this was rich, considering that these are like 2 Gen Zers arguing with each other, saying like, hey, your generation is too soft. It's like, hey, you're both part of the same generation.
I gotta tell you, as a Gen Xer, it's fun to watch. we never fight amongst each other. Anyway, one more thing, the Long Island Medium. She bought something that's making people mad. What did she buy?
Yes, so Teresa Caputo was spinning some heads the other day because she took a photo of her 5-month-old granddaughter with as you can see here, with a Gucci bag. And people were saying, hey, why would a 5-month-old need a Gucci bag? So we spoke with Candace at LAX, or not Candace, sorry, Teresa. And Teresa told us, listen, first off, this isn't a bag, this is a wallet. Big difference here. Secondly, it wasn't even $1,000. So what's all the fuss about? It's not even $1,000, and it's a Gucci wallet. This is a steal. She said that she was just in Europe, so she wanted to bring back her granddaughter something. So why not get her something nice? These Gucci wallets, they might appreciate in value over time. Could be a great gift for a toddler like that. I don't know if I would do the same, but I'm just relaying what Teresa was telling us.
Absolutely. Jacob, have a good weekend, my friend. Thank you.
You too.
I gotta tell you what's happening. The teleprompter went out and now it's on and it's upside down. Okay, there is a new TV show coming to the USA that features some reality TV all-stars vying for a chance at $100,000. But someone in the group is trying to sabotage the whole thing. Take a look at this preview.
This is so heavy.
I need you to hold on.
You take it in?
John, do you think you can do it? Way to go! Dig deep! Hell yeah! I totally believe in you guys.
Oh, now you do. Yeah, what about the beginning of it when I was a snake? I've always been stereotyped my whole life of being judged because I'm tattooed and looks like I'm out of prison.
It has nothing to do with your tattoos.
Cut the bickering until we win.
I don't know if I believe it.
Who is the deceiver? That's Snake in the Grass. It premieres Monday on USA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the host of the show, Bobby Bones. Hi, Bobby.
Thank you. Thank you. It's crazy to watch. Watching that clip back, it stresses me out a little bit. That was an intense situation, and I'm glad people can finally see this show now.
It was tense for me for a variety of reasons. Now, I gave a little, that little promo line right there, but give the folks a better understanding of the concept of the show, Bobby, if you would.
Yeah, I can just tell you what brought me to the show is that they said, hey, we want to do a show just to find like the psychological aspect of people that lie. Like it's a social experiment. And I was like, okay, I'm into it. What's going on? And I was on American Idol and loved the show, didn't want to leave. But they were like, this whole show is, sure, there are all the elements of like the reality shows, the Survivor, the Mole. They said, but we want to kind of do a social experiment on when people lie, like what do they do? Like are most liars the same? And so with that concept, we all went down to South America and we got in the jungle and we did these crazy challenges and they would bring 4 people up. Every episode's 4 new people. We only did 2 episodes with like reality folks. The other 6 are normal people like you and me. And so they would show up and right before the show they'd let one of them know, hey, you're the snake. And so they're like, wait, what? The other 3 would have no idea what the show is until they got to me. And I said, okay, there's 4 of you. One of you is the liar. It's up to the other 3 to catch the liar. And identify who it is for the money. So could they lie? Could they remember their lies through high pressure situations? Could they continue to lie? Could the people in high pressure situations continue to watch for the liar? So all of this is very psychological, but there's also, if you love like game, there's also the game.
Well, and Janelle, we have a connection. We love Janelle here from Big Brother. Janelle was in the season, right, Bobby?
She was, and whenever, like I said, we have 2 episodes of the 8 where people who have been on reality shows come on, and as soon as they're told they've played strategy games, and it's elevated quickly because they're like, okay, I got the game, understand it, let's go. So Janelle's one of them that it just started spinning. She's like, okay, how do we? Either she's the liar, she's trying to find the liar. She's like, how do we do this? So her game was really good.
I was going to say, we have like 30 seconds. Did you find that even though these people have been on reality shows before, were they actually really better than just the normal folks who have grown up with these reality shows?
I would say yes, because they weren't freaked out by a camera and they've had a little experience being in front of a camera and strategizing. Yeah. But generally, and on this show, we're also showing you how people lie. Like I'm talking about the things that you would learn in like a psychology class. So, you're learning something and you're watching a game, and some people are such good liars you would never know, and I didn't always get it right.
Well, I'm not lying when I say I can't wait to watch this. Bobby, thank you so much. Have a good weekend. Snake in the Grass debuts Monday on USA. The words are back right now. I can read this, yeah.
Just in time.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back, friends. Well, if you haven't seen the commercials, where have you been if you're watching us locally? Wicked is in the Twin Cities for the next month at the beautiful Orpheum Theater. And the two stars, like the big ones, like we must have did something right to get both Elphaba and Glinda. Give it up for Jennifer, who plays Glinda, and Lissa, who plays Elphaba. Hi, ladies.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, I was in the audience last night, and I always like to either start or end an interview with a compliment. And I really mean this not just because we're sitting here on TV, but my husband, who has seen Wicked quite literally a dozen times in various incarnations on Broadway, previews, tour, I looked at him and at intermission, I go, so what do you think? And he said, you two are two of the best Glindas and Elphabas he's seen. Yeah.
Oh, tell him thank you very much. Yes, thank you.
Do you feel, and I was wondering it as a fan, how do you navigate the pressure of creating your own Elphaba, your own Glinda? I know you know what I'm going to ask. I know you know, and making it your own without having in your head all of the nuances of all the Glindas and Elphabas that have come before you.
Right. Yeah. Well, the people who taught us the show when we, started, I would say do a really, really good job of finding the honesty in each person. So as I was learning it and relearning the songs and sort of putting to rest what I hear in my head, they encourage us to find our own nuances and everything. So I think that really helped create a foundation to find our own jive. And then getting to work with Jennifer and rehearse with Jennifer, we got to find our own relationship and vibe, and that changed everything. That sort of made it really our own.
Yeah, it's really special getting to learn the role not only on your own, but then to get to build this partnership with your better half. And you're my better half.
Wow, thanks.
You're welcome. And yeah, it's just been incredible. It's been an incredible journey. Yeah.
Because don't you both, I would imagine you agree, this show rests on the chemistry between you two. We as the audience have to believe that you two, despite so many differences, are dear friends. So it really does come down to the chemistry between you two as actors. Am I correct on that?
I would say you are definitely correct. And luckily we are dear friends, so there isn't much like acting going on. Just kidding, there's a lot of acting. But I would say it definitely depends on the genuine relationship between Elphaba and Glinda, especially the journey they go on from loathing each other to then being each other's rocks and just growing up together and becoming women together. And just the structure of the show. We check in with each other every once in a while during the show to say like, good, we're all good. It's just a really important and strong support system that I think is super necessary to do this show 8 times a week.
Yeah.
I always like a good take me in that moment question, and I have one for both of you. And Jennifer, I'll start with you. Obviously for Glinda, Popular is one of the more iconic songs that you get to do that's so known in pop culture. Take us to that first time that you get to do it in front of an audience and make that your own.
I mean, it's insane. Part of, I started in March with Lissa, and it's what's so interesting about touring is that every single audience is just a little bit different. And so certain things really work with certain crowds and certain things don't. And so that's one of the joys of live theater and comedy, and trying to figure out, how to be truthful and honest in the moment and in telling this story, especially a song like Popular, and still making it land really well. So the first time I did it, it was just so fun, because what's so interesting is I have this beautiful woman sitting in front of me and I'm telling her all of these things. I'm gonna make her life so much better. And it's just been such an amazing journey, just finding it over the past 6 months together. It's grown hugely since day one to where it is today, and I'm sure it'll grow even more. And it's it's just so fun because it's this relationship with the audience as well. With just live theater, the audience, they let you know where you are, and it's really fun.
Having been one of those audience members, I haven't seen it as much as Colin, my husband, but I've seen it a half dozen times. Your beats, Jennifer, your Jennifer-ness in Popular is so good. Now, Lisa, I want to move on to you for your kind of signature song. Obviously, the close of Act 1, Defying Gravity. Take me to that moment for you, because it's so darn iconic. I mean, it's just the imagery is. What was that first night like for you?
Oh my goodness. That first night was both electrifying and sort of a blackout. Just because it is so iconic, and it also is, it's one of my favorite songs to do, and just the elements that are happening and the song itself are so powerful. And so I just remember it happening and like my heart beating super fast and just like sort of having this empowering feeling of like, go for it. And then also I don't remember it at all after that, so
It was really good.
but it was super. And I've before I started this, I talked to former Alphabas to just like get advice or whatever, and they said, when you're finished and you finish that last bump and it black out and the curtain's coming down, just take a moment and stay in that position and listen to the audience reaction. And so that's what I like to do. That's what I did on that first night, and that's what I like to do every night, because the empowerment that I feel and the excitement that I feel is exactly what they're feeling, and I think it's important to remind myself of that and share that with the audience.
I was sending you all types of love from row D. I was just
thank you.
Yes.
I felt it.
We have to go, but you mentioned audience. We're known for being good audiences. I always like to ask, how were we last night? Were we a good audience?
Yes, we are here for Minneapolis.
Okay. Sincerely, I hope to see you guys around town and enjoy our city. And I mean it. I echo Colin again. I haven't seen it 12 times. I've seen it 6. And you two are 2 of the best. Thank you so much for doing this today.
Thank you.
Bye, ladies. Lisa and Jennifer. Catch Wicked at the Orpheum. Jason, talk. It runs through August, the end of August. For tickets, go to hennepintheatretrust.org. If you're watching us from Seattle or other places, it'll come to you. Now, when we come back, Kendall and I will review it, and I have a message for a particular audience member. Yep. Calling somebody out when we come back. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Sassy Britches is here. Sassy Britches is joining me on the set now. Hello, Sassy.
That's you.
Yeah,
that's you.
It's you. Last night, like I said, it was kind of media night. Everybody was there. We got a chance to watch Wicked. I've talked for so long now. Ladies first, your thoughts?
I loved it. My husband's gone to maybe 1 or 2 shows, period, ever. And he is just not a theater guy. He loses his attention very, very quickly. And he even really enjoyed it. Especially once they got to Gravity. He loved the monkeys. Everybody loves the flying monkeys. And
Creepy.
just the costume changes, the set, all of that I thought was really enchanting and done really, really well.
I meant what I said to Lisa and to Jennifer. I've seen it about a dozen times, a half dozen times. I have not seen it in New York. Colin has seen it on Broadway. But I've seen various incarnations. And they are one of the best. Alphaba and Glinda, and really the whole show, as I mentioned, really rests on them. If you have a bad Glinda, woo, you're in for it. And if Alphaba can't hit that note right there, it's not great. But the whole cast was good. The 2 leads were the best, obviously. My only note to my friends at the Hennepin Theater Trust at the Orpheum, and I don't know if you noticed this where you were sitting, y'all need to turn up the bass and the volume just a little bit. And I know that seems super specific, but in a moment like Defying Gravity, it was almost like, how you watch TV and you just want it turned up just a little bit more.
Surrounded.
There was something just click it up just a little bit, because that moment when the witch takes flight, you should feel it down to your toes.
Oh, yeah.
And Colin and I both kind of said, oh, it just kind of, it wasn't as
Simmered.
strong. The bass, we needed more bass. All about that bass, Anyway.
Yeah, I
Okay.
loved Glinda too.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, she was hilarious.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Now, oh, what's this?
Oh, God.
Oh, it's a classic Kendall pose. Look at that. You know on this show we love a good Kendall pose, and there it is.
Throw the shoulder into it, girl.
That's right. Okay, I said I was going to call somebody out. This is a little bit of a blind item, but let me tell you, this is not just because they're a member of the media, but I'm going to be real blunt right here. Because we need to interview the people, the media, the people get the tickets to the show. So we're very lucky.
Okay.
So
Yes.
if you're going to get free tickets to the show and you are a professional, you should know better than to text message while the show was going on. Somebody was sitting next to my mother and was on the phone throughout a chunk of Act 1.
What?
Yeah, and my mom.
Why would you ever?
Yeah, and it was just, and I know the person, not gonna call them out, but I'm just gonna use them as a blanket statement to, don't do that. People, forget us. We're very lucky. We didn't pay for those tickets, but people are getting babysitters. People are paying for parking. They're coming into downtown. Gas is $8 million. And they're coming, and it's for people like my mom, it was the first time she'd ever seen a show, and you're ruining it for people. If you need to take a call, get your outside, walk. It's very easy, very easy. And obviously that text message you were answering wasn't that important because you stayed in your seat. So if it's that important, and I understand emergencies happen, get out in the lobby. Don't ruin it for other people that are paying a lot of money. Forget us. So stop it. And you, the person, y'all should know better. You should know better. It's not your first time at the rodeo. Wicked. I love calling people out. Wicked is at the Orpheum. It just ruined my mom's couple songs, and not just my mom, but the people around her. Bright phone, like a spotlight. Wicked is at the Orpheum until August 28th. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. My favorite thing going into the audience and getting to know them, because you never know who's behind me. You really never know. First, we have a question. Come on over here. Give it up for her, please. There we go. What's your name?
Amy Jo.
Amy Jo, what's your question for me?
Are you going to be booking a Disney cruise?
Yeah, because I talked about the cruise that I went on, my first cruise ever, Royal Caribbean. Very nice. The crew was great. But I was saying that they didn't really enforce the adult-only areas.
Right.
And I know people are saying, because a lot of people recommended that, but I was afraid that it would be worse with kids. And it's not. Have you been on one?
Yes,
okay.
It's wonderful.
Okay, now, because a lot of people think the stigma of, oh my God, it's a Disney cruise, they're going to be running around like gremlins.
Right.
But that's not the case, right?
No, our cruise was wonderful.
No, because I had heard that because Disney actually does enforce the adult-only areas. Did you find that?
Correct.
They do not mess around?
They don't mess around.
Okay, what was your favorite thing about a Disney cruise?
Oh, good Lord. Everything. The service. They treat you like you are awesome. I mean, it's...
Okay.
Yeah, I can't say enough.
Well, I'll book it. You can come with me.
Very important.
Okay, we'll go together. If you have family, it's just us. Colin won't go. It'll be just us. Okay. Yeah. Come with me, please. Come with me. But I'm walking over to you, but you have a microphone, so I'll just stay here, and I'm blocking you. Can I just sit by you? I'll just sit right here. There we go.
These are my cousins.
I feel weird. I feel like I'm sitting in your lap. It's fine. Look at this. Julie, look at this. This is the best shot ever. Yeah. How you doing, Julie?
Happy. I'm fabulous.
Are you doing well?
I am.
Are those real diamonds on your wrist?
Of course they are.
Look at that, girl. Yeah. Kendall, look, she has real diamonds. That's right. So, Julie, have you seen Wicked?
I have not. I have read the book.
Okay.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I probably will need to go see it.
What do you think of people who answer text message during shows?
Extremely rude. I've had a woman answer her phone and do a call in a movie theater.
And what?
Uh-huh. And I'm so proud of my son because he told her to get off her phone or leave the room.
Yeah. I told the audience in the break, usually I would be the one. I hope this is okay. I feel okay, yeah. I'm usually the one to say something, but Colin leaned over to the person who was actually very nice. It was just, and said, could you please get off your phone? And then they did, but yeah.
Well, at least they listened.
At least they listened. Give it up for Julie, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, God. Getting old. Did you see me get up? Did you see me get up? It's like, I'm only 40, I'm gonna be 48. I got up like I was 84. Let's go up. Speaking of birthdays, we have a 50 in the house. Stand up. What's your name? Carrie. First of all, do you mind if I give you a compliment? I always like to ask. Oh, you are not 50. There is no way that you are 50.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
But proud Gen Xer, we're Gen Xers. Okay, now let me ask you, because I'm approaching 50. I'm going to be 48 next week. Are you happy with 50? Are you scared of 50? How you feeling?
It took me a little time to wrap my brain around it, but I feel good.
You should. You are amazing. Are these your friends and family? Yeah. This whole section?
These 5.
Oh, 5. Hello, 5. Oh, you're all beautiful. What do you do? What are you doing after this?
We're going out for lunch.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
No, why don't you guys just... you just jump on my flight. We'll all go. I'll take you. Catching a fly rabbit. So thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Yeah. Anybody else celebrate? Oh, we got to give any time, because, we're in Seattle. We're in several different markets, and we love our Wisconsin friends. We have cheeseheads in the audience, everybody, right here. Where do the cheeseheads end? Right there. Oh, okay. There we go. We gotta say hi to our Wisconsin friends. Hey, by the way, if you want to be in our audience, we do have openings next week. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page. You could be just like those people right there. Just go to our Facebook page. You can click on the link on the left, and you're in at 9:30. You're out by 11:15. We don't charge you. And don't forget, we are returning to the State Fair. You do not need special tickets for our show. You do need tickets for the fair, but our audience will be back. I won't be in a cage. We have, well, maybe, unless I really anger Mim. But anyway, that's coming up in less than a month. We're going to take a break. We'll wrap things up right after this. Back in a moment.
Hi.
I almost fell into you.
Oh,
Okay.
good. I'm
Yeah.
just getting really close because I love human contact.
It's time for the world's shortest segment. Today, a good reason for Golden Girls fans to book a trip to California. A Golden Girls pop-up restaurant is now open in Beverly Hills. Both rooms of the restaurant, along with the menu, reference, of course, the Golden Girls. Menu items include Sophia's lasagna and Blanche's Georgia-style cookies. After a stop in LA, the restaurant will move to New York, Miami, San Francisco, and the Windy City. Chicago, we're going. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment.
So pretty.
It is time for the surprise goodbye. Now, you know how this works. I don't know what's in this. Kendall doesn't know what's in this until we read it right now. Today, what could be the priciest pickle you've ever heard of? An artist in Australia is selling a work of art that features one McDonald's pickle. Here it is. Right now, it's being displayed on the ceiling of an art gallery in Australia. The person that buys it will be given instructions on how to recreate the ceiling pickle in their own home. You can own the ceiling pickle for more than $6,000.
But you can't even eat it. I just want to eat it all day.
That is ridiculous. That is, okay.
Art.
That's art. Let's give it up for Julie, our JVIP, everybody. Julie's gonna take home. Julie gets to go home with half a life of memories from today's visit and a Becker Furniture World bookcase right there. That's right, our famous bookcase. Monday on the show, the gadget guy, Steve Greenberg, is back. He's showing off the latest back-to-school gadgets for all kids of all ages, and we're opening up the mailbag. Thanks to this great audience for ending our week. Go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great weekend, everybody.